Welcome to another episode of Tutorials with Ike. Today we're going to be looking at exponential functions. And this is a topic that a lot of people have challenges with it. So you are going to try and break it down to the simplest level. Now when we talk about exponential functions, assume you have something like y is equal to, let's say, 2x. And you want to make x the subject, you can easily just divide this by 2 and divide this by 2. Then y over 2 will be equal to x because 2 cancel 2. You get it? You can easily do that. But then when it comes to exponential functions, this time, instead of y is equal to 2x, you can get something like y is equal to 2 exponent x. Now, if you want to make x a subject, you can't just say you want to divide both sides by 2. It wouldn't make sense. So to solve something like this, we use something we call natural logarithms or logarithms. Now I'm going to explain it to you. Now when we talk about natural logarithms, it's more like a way of trying to simplify exponential functions or exponential equations. So I'm going to explain what natural logarithms are. Now, for exponential functions or natural logarithms, there are two things you need to know. Now, if you have something like, let's say, e exponent negative 5x is equal to 0.34. Then you can also have, let me do it here. Then you can also have ln x is equal to 5. So when it comes to exponential function, these are the two main things you have to know. So now let's start with this. Anytime you see e is the same as exponent, and there's a value for it on the calculator. So when you punch e on the calculator, you would get something like 2.718. That's the value for it. So it's more like an estimated value for it. So when it comes to this topic, just put in your mind these two things I'm about to say. So now when you have something like this and you want to make x the subject, you introduce something we call natural logarithms. Now I'm going to explain it. Now, if you have e exponent negative 5x is equal to 0.34, just forget about the e. Just put to your mind that negative 5x, you take what is here, the negative 5x, then it's equal to ln 0.34. It's nothing difficult. You just take the exponent and equate it to 0.34, then you add the ln. Similarly, if you have, let's say, e exponent 2x is equal to 500, you just take 2x is equal to ln 500. That's all. Then you punch it on the calculator. If you also have e exponent 3x plus 5 is equal to 612. E exponent 3x plus 5 is equal to 612. You just forget about the e. Then you take the exponent. So 3x plus 5 is equal to ln 612. That's how you go about it. So when you watch all this, what have I done? Anytime you see e exponent something is equal to a number or a value, just take the exponent, then it's equal to the natural log of it. And the natural log is represented by ln. You get it? So now that we've understood that, what do we do? So since we have e exponent negative 5x is equal to 0.34, just forget about the e. Take the exponent. So we have negative 5x is equal to ln 0.34. You just take the exponent, then you equate it to this, then you add ln to it. Now you can just punch, so negative 5x is equal to, you can punch ln 0.34 on the calculator. So when you do that, so you click on ln on the calculator, it's there, then 0.34. You should be getting negative 1.078. So negative 1.07, let me do 88. So now that we have negative 5x is equal to negative 1.0788, our ln has 1. So we want to make x the subject. We can just divide both sides by negative 5. Divide both sides by negative 5. So x would be negative 1.0788 over negative 5. And we are getting 0.22. So that's how we go about it. Now let's go to this one. This one, you have the opposite of this. So you have ln x is equal to 5. There's no e there. So if I want to solve this, I just take the ln away. So it will be left with x is equal to, then you bring the e exponent 5. It's just the opposite of this. So you realize that this one, there was no lane. You introduced it. Then you brought the negative 5x down. But this one, you have 5 years. So you bring it to the top, then bring the e. So if I also have lane y is equal to 17, what do? I just write the y, then it's equal to e exponent 17. If I also have lane 17b is equal to 100, what will I do? I just write 17b is equal to e exponent 100. You get it? So if you really want to understand these topics, you have to get the basics of this. Just put to your mind, anytime they give you e exponent something is equal to the number, you take the exponent of that, then it's equal to that number, then you add ln to it. So for this one, so when they give you something like this, ln x is equal to 5, you take what is attached to the ln, which is x, then it's equal to e exponent, whatever is there. You get it? So that's how you go about it. So now that we've understood this, let's take some questions so that you understand everything I've been trying to say.